Jean. No, I never knew you at all. You had the grace to hold yourself, but those around you crawled. They crawled out of the woodwork, and they whispered into your brain. They set you on the treadmill, and they made you change your name. And it seems to me you lived your life like a candle in the wind, never knowing who to cling to when the rain set in. And I would have liked to know you, but I was just a kid. Your candle burned out long before your legend ever did. Loneliness was tough, the toughest role you ever played. Hollywood created superstar, and pain was the price you paid. Even when you died, oh, the press still hounded you. All the papers had to say was that Marilyn was found in the news. And it seems to me you lived your life like a candle in the wind, never knowing who to cling to when the rain set in.
All right, welcome everybody to the grand opening of the Jeff Krstich Fitness Center at La Costa Canyon High School. I want to thank everybody for coming. This is a long time coming. It's a year-and-a-half project that really a lot of people had an involvement in. My name's Clark Keynes. I'm the foundation president. I've got two kids at the school, a senior and a freshman. So going to be here for a little bit, but and get to enjoy the fitness center. And then one very special parent who led the way in getting all the donations, Gwen Krstich. She reached out to all of her family and friends, and of the money that was donated, over 80% was donated from her efforts, from her family and friends. I can tell you today that Jeff is looking down on us, and he is incredibly proud of his friends and his family, but especially his wife. Big hand for everyone. I'm going to turn it over now to Dr. Ruggles. Dr. Ruggles.
Thank you, Clark. I really appreciate it. And once again, I want to thank everybody for coming to this very special event. This is a really, really special event. As Clark's already said, it's a collaboration between our community, our parent community, our staff, and our district office, which has been very nice. Our foundation has really has been very organized for this project from the very beginning, and really appreciate all the support from the foundation and everyone. I've had the great pleasure of knowing the Krstich family over the past 2.5 years since I've been principal, and having Garrett on campus for his senior and his junior year was phenomenal. And those of you who know Garrett, he's at SMU now and very successful there. But when he was here, he's a student leader all the way. And to have his name and his father's name on our facility here just means a great deal to me. Unfortunately, I never got the chance to meet Mr. Jeff Krstich, but I know that Mr. Krstich would not only be very pleased that his son has been the way he is, but also that his wife has really carried out this great project for us here at school. So I have been very fortunate to know and work with the Krstich family, and having Garrett on our campus and just getting to know him and all the great things he's done here at LCC as a student leader inside the classroom and on the field of play. It's a great honor to have his father's name up here on our wall, and I greatly honor that, and to be part of that is very special for me. So Gwen, I thank you for all of your support in bringing the parents together in support of this great project that we have. Our student athletes are going to benefit greatly for years to come. And this is a great start. As you've already noticed, we've starting on phase 2 of this project already. So we're getting started, and I just feel really lucky to be a part of that. So it wouldn't have happened without the support of our school district, the collaboration of our foundation, our staff, and our student athletes are getting so much out of this new facility, and I'm really looking forward to continuing to see us grow here at LCC. We're just getting started. And again, before I turn it over to Gwen, I thank you all for coming, and looking forward to years to come. And go Mavs. Thank you.
Thank you. This is pretty exciting. I wrote some notes, and Lindsay wanted me to tell you a little bit about our thought process when this started, and tell you a little bit about the man that this facility is named after. 11 years ago, I think, we were walking around campus, and we had just moved back here. And he said, if I could, we were brainstorming, and he said, if I could do anything and made a lot of money, I'd want to build a fitness center for La Costa Canyon High School. And when Jeff passed away suddenly, January of 2008, when I heard about the fitness center, I said, I sat down with Garrett and I said, this is what we got to do. We've got to reach out to people in his name and make this a reality. We have a tremendous school, great parents, great community. We need a fitness center we can be proud of. So that's how this project started. Jeff felt passionate about the students here at La Costa Canyon High School. He would love to have been part of building this weight room for them. He loves the school environment. He loves learning. He always loved learning. I think he took classes up until the very end. He loved the energy of youth, and he loved sports. Today, this fitness center is a reality thanks to the many friends, and many are here today that donated to this center, and many people around the country, from Jeff's days in the military, the Naval Academy, his days with Biogen, American Hospital Supply, Baxter Healthcare, International Stem Cell, and just coaching in all the different communities we've lived in. He reached so many people and always made each person he met feel important. He was strong and yet tender. He was ambitious and yet very balanced. He was mythical and yet he was real. He was handsome and yet very humble. He was dreamy and yet extremely focused. He was funny and very sincere, and he was cool and yet very inclusive. I want to tell you a little bit more about the man this fitness center is named after. I think some of the words are mentioned in the program today. He was a naval officer, a war veteran, a pilot. He was an athlete, a team captain, an engineer, an MBA, a CEO, a coach, a husband, a father, a grandfather, a son, a friend, and a volunteer. He was a true leader and lovingly respected all he met, and all who knew him respected him. He was a connector and saw potential in everyone he met. His passion for life was admired. His notion for love and duty to his country, family, and community never wavered. He coached many sports and loved working with the kids. Above all, he loved working with kids. I think the big joke always was he probably would have been a teacher and a coach, but he couldn't afford me. Hence, he became a CEO. But he always instilled the values of doing your best, doing what's right, and treating others as you want to be treated. And I think you saw wristbands on the chairs here today, and we wear those. And whenever he coached, whether it would be in Dallas, Texas, or Germantown, Tennessee, or Pensacola, Florida, or out here in Carlsbad, California, those were the three principles he taught to the kids, and every night they had to go home and hug their parents or repeat them. And it wasn't about the sport as much as he loved it. It was about building them as individuals and mentoring them and teaching them the values that carry them through school and your work world and your friendship world. Thank you for naming our Maverick Fitness Center in memory of him. Let us honor him by living a life inspired by lofty goals and high expectations. One's worth will not be determined by what is bought, but what is built. Not by what you got, but what you gave back. What will matter is not your success, but your significance. Not what you learned, but what you taught. What will matter is not how many people you knew, but how many people will feel a lasting loss when you're gone. Jeff has missed every minute of every day, and to encapsulate all he stood for in this fitness center is an inspiration for all of us to live by. I encourage everyone here today to keep his spirit of commitment and volunteerism. We need to make sure that all the kids for years to come who cross over into this building understand who it was named after and why. I think that's probably the most important thing today, is really stepping outside of our comfort level and giving back and teaching the kids the values that they need, and know that that's why this building is named after somebody, is because it was all about helping them. It was all about making them better people. If everyone continues that spirit, I know our LCC students will always be the strongest, fastest, and most committed. I'd like to thank you today on behalf of Jeff's sons, Brian and Greg. His other sons, Jeffrey is in St. Louis and Garrett's in Dallas, Texas, couldn't be here. His daughter, Courtney. His grandchildren, Berkeley, Nathan, Caden, Cora, Lynn. We thank you so much for supporting us through this process, for being here to honor him today. And we are just touched, and we thank the school for allowing us to do this naming. And I understand this is phase 1. We're on to phase 2, Kyle.
Right, you got it.
So we're going to go back out around the country. And the cool thing is our school department is filming this, and we're going to send it out on a YouTube. So all the people that donated across the country can see the reality of what we did, including the Naval Academy, which we have some students here at LCC attending. So this is just the beginning. And thank you for the honor of working on this project on behalf of my husband. Thank you.
As we do this, we have a big workout planned for everybody.
How do we do this?
Yeah.
Okay.